All right. Well, first thing probably asking each other is, or yourselves, why is this guy looking so funny wearing short shorts, right? Okay. Well, I'll tell you why. It's because I'm a long distance runner and I love to run long distance. And one thing about long distance runners is that they wear short shorts. Even guys, like you could say, like you could tell. All right. All right. Oh, which brings me to my topic, benefits of long distance running. And before we get started, I want to say something about myself. Hold on. Okay. Well, I was diagnosed with asthma when I was little. When I was a little kid, and one thing that I always converted to, like, besides medication, because honestly I didn't like taking medication at all, I would go to running, because doctors would, like, typically someone with asthma isn't really prone to exercise because asthma is like lung deficiency, and it doesn't allow as much oxygen as the average person into the lungs. So, yeah. So okay, first off, what is long distance running? Long distance running is endurance running. Another way to say it, it's running for long distances over 5+ kilometers, and it's just stamina running, running for long periods of time. And three things I'm going to talk about is first thing I'm going to talk about is the benefits, physical, mental, and moral benefits. First thing I'm going to talk about is the physical benefits. A stereotype on long distance running is that it actually hurts the heart over time. But it's proven that it actually helps the heart, and the way it helps the heart is it strengthens the heart. It allows blood cells and all that blood and oxygen to be pushed throughout the body. Next thing is healthy lungs. Like I said, I have asthma, and the way it helps encourage healthy lungs is it creates breathing patterns. It helps you create breathing patterns, which means that running teaches you how to breathe, because you can't just go out there and run 10 miles and not breathe correctly, because, if you don't, you're going to get tired after the first mile. So how does this help this? It helps you expand your lungs. The amount of air that you have in your lungs, you could expand it by running, because, when you're running, the body wants air. So all that air that you're inhaling is just expanding the lungs naturally. Next thing I'm going to talk about is it helps the immune system. And me, personally, I don't know if any of y'all over here, but I get sick a lot. Like every other week, I'm over here wasting all the tissue box in my classroom. And the way it helps the immune system is that when you're running, all that sweat, all that nastiness that comes out of you is actually germs and all that bacteria that's in your body causing you to be sick. So that's how it helps the immune system. Next thing is weight loss. Running is the most common form of exercise. You see people running on your public streets or wherever. The way you lose weight loss is, somebody could walk and they could be losing calories, burning calories. So when somebody's running, of course, you're burning twice the amount of calories. And helps bones. When you're running, you're breaking down your bone cells because all that impact on the floor is hard on your feet. But naturally, the body responds by creating stronger bone cells. All right, next thing I'm going to talk about is the mental benefits. And first off, long distance running is a great stress reliever. I'm pretty sure there's people here. I'm an pre-AP student, and we all know that school is stressful. I'm not trying to point fingers at any of the faculty, but it's stressful. And one thing that I always convert to, like I said, I go run. And when I have a lot of homework, for example, I'm not the only one that procrastinates and leaves homework to the last second. But like I said, I go running. And us runners, we like to call this thing that we have called runner's high. And what it is basically is after so much running, you just kind of zone into all that running and you kind of push away everything else. Like, for example, my homework, it stresses me out. I don't really think about my homework when I'm running because I'm just thinking about the run, observing, Mother Nature stuff. Next thing, relaxation. It helps you relax because running is not easy. I'm not saying you could be running and breathing, normal. You're going to start breathing hard. And by me, why relaxation is because when you're tired, what do you want to do? You want to rest, right? So after you're done running, the body goes in a state of recovery mode, which means that your body is recovering on itself. Which, for example, when you go to sleep, your body is just naturally rested. It's at its full potential of rest. Next thing is improves mood. What I mean by that is overall mood. So when you're running, you're fit, you're staying fit, you're happy, your body's happy, like I said, with the physical benefits. So if you're looking fit, you're proud of how you look. So of course it's going to make you happy by how you look. And also it helps with depression. That kind of goes with a great stress reliever. Like I said, if somebody's going through a traumatic experience at home, or they're not the happiest person. Like I said, runner's high. After so much running, you just zone into your running and you forget about all your life problems. Next off is the moral benefits. And what is morality? Morality is, feeling how you feel, basically, how you feel about yourself, good or bad. And this could improve, long distance running could improve by running marathons for charities. The most common one is cancer research, like running marathons for charities to cancer research. And typically how this works is you pay an entry of $10 to $40, and all that money adds up, knowing that there's 2,000, 3,000 plus people running these marathons, and all that money that you spend goes to cancer research, and that's how you help cancer patients. Next thing, Autism London and Alzheimer Belgium, I don't even know how to say that word, but all these are marathons towards autism and Alzheimer research, and how these work is basically every mile you run is a certain amount of money. For example, if every mile you run is $10 and you run $20, that's $200 just for you. And that might not sound like a lot, but if there's 2,000 plus people, 2,000 times 200, I can't even do that in my head. But yeah, okay. Next thing is marathons for like foreign countries. For like, unfortunately, we have it good. A lot of people could argue about that, but we have it good compared to other countries. There's other countries out there that, they don't have shoes, they don't have a good water supply. There's marathons that go towards those foreign countries and their problems. And I like this picture because it says morality, it doesn't take a gift from heaven. We're all born with legs. We're all capable of running. I'm not saying that everybody's capable of just running 10 miles today or tomorrow. It's building into it. But anybody could do it. It's possible. All right, the considerations. The main one that stands out to me is loss of interest. Because, like I said, America, we have it good, but sometimes I feel like we take that for granted. For example, us, I think we're sitting in 4th right now for the most obese country out there. And what that basically means is that, not enough people are staying fit. Not many people do physical exercise. Not many people do, like I said, cross-training, or nobody really exercises. I mean, I'm not saying nobody, but I'm saying most of the country. And bad habits that we have is like, such as eating, giving up, or sleeping. And this could be a consideration towards long distance running, because somebody that's not used to that vigorous exercise, because long distance running is, over a period of time, it's not just 10 minutes of running. It's easy for them to just say, give up and just go back to these bad habits, or just give up on, because they're not used to it. Next thing is injuries. These are the most common injuries. The way you get these is by typically not like taking care of your body, running on hard surfaces. For example, shin splints. That's how you get shin splints. Runner's knee is after so much running, the tendon in your knee could swell up. But a way to prevent these is just taking care of your body, recovery, like I said. Just taking care, icing, your legs and stuff. So, all right. Why choose long distance running? First off, it's because it's the easiest form of exercise, like I said. It's the most basic form. Anybody can run. There's no certain way to run. I mean, you could fix your form, but anybody can run, And another reason why is because anyone could do it. Like earlier I said that everybody has legs, but unfortunately not everybody has legs. For example, this guy, he's running with a prosthetic leg. So basically there's no excuse why nobody can't run. There's ways out there with people that have for example, somebody that wasn't born with a leg or loses a leg due to a job injury. There's no excuse why you can't get better and can't run. Right here, there's a elderly person. He's about 70, 80 years old. After so much, like after our aging process, our bones are just getting weaker and weaker. And I ask myself, if we're young and, the youth of America, our bones are still young and strong. And I ask myself, why can't we be running and, helping ourselves if this elderly man is? And also, we should be setting the example for kids, but actually kids are setting the example for us by exercising, doing long distance running. This is a marathon. All of these are marathons. Example marathons, the most typical long distance event. And, kids are running. So I ask myself, if kids are full of life, why aren't we? Because gradually, we're still young. There's no reason why we should be losing life right now. We should be gaining. And earlier I said about marathons, cancer research. There's cancer patients running. So that's kind of like contradicting itself. Like we run marathons to help cancer patients, yet cancer patients are running to help themselves. So why can't we be running? Why is someone on a verge to, not on a good journey, for example, because cancer is not a good thing. If they're still taking care of themselves, why can't we if we're healthy? You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So like ultimately, marathon running, it's a good thing. Like I said, it helps you physical, mental, and moral. You can not only be helping yourself, but like I said, running for marathons, you could be helping other people, and not just helping a certain person. You could be helping that certain person and their family. So, like I said, a better you, a better heart, and a happier society. Thank you for listening, John and Lara.